So first of all, welcome to Berlin.
Thank you.
What would you say is your most favorite memory when it comes to this city?
Shooting here, because it was the longest amount of time I spent here. I had a fantastic time staying in a nice hotel, but just doing weird long night shoots, but then at the end having a little bit of fun as well. And Daniel Brühl was the local who I was lucky enough to work with, and so we had a great night out at his restaurant. Then we went to a club, and yeah, it was magic. And just walking around the city as well. It was a very snowy winter, I seem to remember, pretty cold on most nights, but we saw some fantastic sights, but also just as a tourist, I had an awful haircut because I had to disguise a lot of my own hair with some white hair of Julian's here. I was playing Julian Assange in a film about WikiLeaks. Well, not really about WikiLeaks, but him and Dom Scheidberg, who Daniel Brühl was playing, and I kept myself under cover of darkness for a lot of those walks, but it was magical. I mean, I just love this city. It's so cultured, it's so liberal, and it's got such extraordinary history, obviously, and it all sort of coexists in a very modern, brilliant way. So, yeah, I love visiting.
You said very nice things. You should probably move here.
Do you think?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, why not? I've got some friends who live here. It's a very cool community of people who live here, I think.
What would you say was the funniest or maybe toughest scene to shoot?
Ugh, I don't know if I can give that away. A lot of the outdoor stuff was tough because it was bitterly cold, and there was a lot of stuff going on in them, rolling around and being slammed about. The fight scene was quite hard, though. There was a big fight scene in it, which didn't involve any magic, just me being thrown around. And I think we have one of the best fight coordinators in the business. But he really needs to see reality, so we just both came out of it feeling absolutely wrecked. That says something about my age between then and now when I first started doing this. Definitely feel it more now. But yeah, I enjoy challenges as an actor. I really do. You know, it keeps me fresh. I get frustrated when I'm bored, when I'm not being used or challenged. So the difficult stuff in this, that was when I rolled up my sleeves and had the best time.
Let's imagine it's a worst case scenario. You wouldn't have been cast for this character in this franchise. What other character could it have been?
That's a good question. I don't know. Star-Lord's fun. Star-Lord's a great character.
Yeah.
Thor was all right. I mean, that's the other thing. I came so late, so a lot of the roles were already taken. But I can't really see myself as anyone but him now, and it's a difficult role-play thing to imagine. I certainly wouldn't fancy doing cosplay as any of the others. Just it would feel so weird and so wrong. This is my guy, and I love being your Doctor Strange. I really do.
Do you remember your worst or maybe your funniest audition you had as an actor?
Yeah. I mean, it's too long an anecdote for this, but I mean, I literally got the director's name wrong. I got the part name wrong. Just all sorts of things happened. But then I don't know, maybe a shorter story. I did an audition for a game version of James Bond once, or some kind of secret agent. I think it was Bond. And it was just awful. And there were all these people waiting outside like me, and they'd all dressed up in, white tuxedos and bow ties, and I was just sort of thinking, kind of, it's a computer game, what is it? And then when I went in, they were like, oh, so you didn't dress up for it? And I'm like, it's a computer game, right? I'm being an avatar. Yeah, but you didn't make the effort. And I was like, okay, right, dive over that sofa. Just like throwing myself around, I just felt like such an idiot. But they're good moments, those. I mean, they're humiliating in a needed way. They're part of your growth as an actor to try and get through those moments where you see 5 versions of yourself waiting in the same room, where you go up for a job that you've really prepared well for, and then you just stink in the room, and it's just awful, and it fails. You know, you have to experience failure to pick up and try and fail better. That's all we're ever doing.
Actors always tend to say playing the bad guy is the most fun. Would you agree?
I like to mix it up.
All right, final question. Imagine you have a day off and it's a perfect Sunday. What would the day have to offer for you to be perfect?
Oh, a lot of things I don't talk about publicly, but as you can imagine, family is key to that. Maybe a little bit of surf time as well. I'm big into my surfing at the moment. So yeah, I'd have to be near a good break somewhere. But yeah.
All right, thank you very much.
Thank you.
That was it. Have a nice day.
You too.